Hi, welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look at some bootlegs, starting with quite a new one, the Exciter rehearsals. As you can see, this is a picture disc, and it was recorded prior to the Exciter tour at the Sound Design Studios in Santa Barbara. Here's the track list. It's a soundboard recording, but even so lacks depth, and my copy needed to up dramatically to hear it properly compared to my usual volume setting on my amp. It's obviously not a complete recording of tour rehearsal, it's only 9 tracks of a potential 21 played on the tour. The videos of the rehearsals can be found on YouTube, and dmlive.wiki has links to the recordings. So really only for collectors, I'd say, and supposedly produced in a limited amount of 400. Prints comes in this horrible sticky thing that sticks to the record, so took it straight out of that straight away and put it in a new polyliner instead. Yeah, limited edition picture disc supposedly, but I'm sure there'll be more copies and different represses coming out later on. Next is Live London, a very 1980s looking cover, almost like, I don't know, Bucks Fizz or some other new romantic band, not really a Depeche Mode cover in my opinion. There's 10 tracks on here. This was Depeche Mode's first night out of the 3 at Hammersmith Odeon during their 1983-1984 Construction Time Again tour. DM Live Wiki says there was a really good FM recording mix that was initially believed to be from this date, but has since been confirmed to be from the 3rd night of the tour at this venue. So that would have been the 8th of October at the Hammersmith Odeon. So, as usual, a bit uncertain as to what date the actual recording is. Take a look inside this one. It's almost like Portishead 3rd album, the colour scheme, which is kind of weird. Next is Innocent and Vain on Neon Lights. This is 12 tracks recorded at Hammersmith Palais or Odeon, depending on which source you read. It's from October 1982, so it's a Broken Frame tour. It's a soundboard recording, so the quality is good for a bootleg. And there's a familiar banter from Dave during Just Can't Get Enough, where he says he was here last night, and you should know this one. He says it's a 12-inch, so they've got to carry on dancing or singing along, I think it is. The missing songs in the set list are Leaving Silence, Shout, and Photographic, but the performances of Shouldn't Have Done That and The Sun and the Rainfall that are on here aren't officially available, so it's good to hear them on here. And if we have a look at the label, yeah, it's just a white label, this one. The 1982 recordings will be familiar to a lot of Depeche Mode fans in actual fact, because they are available on the this set of 3 singles. So the Loving Itself 2 single, Everything Counts, and Get the Balance Right have all got the live tracks on. So rather than buy a bootleg, you perhaps, if you haven't already heard these, I definitely recommend getting your hands on this set of discs. And it's relatively easy to do so. The next one is Hysterica. This is an Italian bootleg from 1988. This is a recording of a live performance at Orfeo Music Hall in Milan on March the 6th, 1984, and it was their first concert in Italy, and it was during the Construction Time Again tour. This is an audience recording, so it takes a bit of getting used to, but it does capture the complete 17-track set list because it's a double album, as you can see. Various represses are listed on Discogs, one even in red vinyl, and it's also available as a French bootleg called On the Crest of a Wave, and both have strange speed issues and muffled segments. There's a lot more to read about this concert on dmlive.wiki, and for all these bootlegs I do recommend you have a look at that site. I'll include a link in the description below. And this is what the label looks like, so it's fairly good compared to the cover. So it's definitely more of a sort of item for collectors, that. And then this one is actually pretty good. And this is In Concert Plus Guest. This is a Spanish bootleg on Galapagos Island Records Limited. And if you look at the acronym, you'll see why they've chosen that. It's an interesting, unofficial Spanish compilation of live tracks from 1981 to 1988 from various places around the world. The sound quality is good and the packaging, as you can see, is pretty striking. I'm not sure why they bothered with Plus Guest on the cover. And then the record label is a bit weird. If you watch it go around on the turntable, you think the record's got a warp in it because it's kind of not circular. I just want to give a shout out to the seller who sold me most of these bootlegs apart from the picture disc. You know who you are, and I'll be talking to you again. Cheers. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.